What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the JW Show. What's up, rock stars? Glad to have y'all back. On this episode here, it's going to be different. You know, it's story time, okay? Story time. Now, before I tell y'all this story, I really, you know, it's a relationship topic, but, you know, whatever. For those of you guys who watched us, The Worlds Collide, Your Toxic Trait, that episode that me and Miss Diva Talks did, last week, I believe, y'all know where I'm coming from. All right, now, story time over here. The time when I played my role, okay? And when I say I played my role, basically, it was a side nigga role, okay? Twice in my adult life, I played the side nigga role. The first time, not really so much, I wasn't really the side nigga because I wasn't smashing. I was just the dude that homegirl was using to piss off her dude. Now, to put it in points, I worked at, you know, one of my old jobs, you know, me and her worked together and whatnot. You know, she had a thing for me and a thing for her. But she had like 3 kids. And I don't mess with women with kids. I'm not trying to have a relationship with you. None of that. Now, that's not to say I'm against it. I'm just saying that's not my preference. All right? Now, she was cute. Okay? She was cute. All right? No. My type of girl, you know, cute, thick, you know, and we work together. And like I always tell people, for those of y'all know what's going on with the morning report anchors from Good Morning America, they messed around at work because, well, shit happens. But in this case, me and homegirl, we worked together. And it was one of those situations where we was getting closer. We worked together. We was going out to lunch every day. You know, she'd come to my house after work. And 2, I stayed literally 7 minutes away from the job. So I was always going home for lunch. So she'd come with me to lunch. She'd come over after work. She'd wait around because she got off 30 minutes before me. I got off, and then she'd just come over with me to my house. But it was this time when she was telling me, she was like, her dude was pissing her off. And her dude lived in a different city. So he lived about an hour and a half, 2 hours away. And I remember this. She's sitting here talking to him like, oh, no, I don't fuck with you. I'm tired of you. You always doing all this bullshit. You know, ladies, the stuff y'all do when y'all get mad. You want to piss us off. Y'all do all that hollering and whatnot. And I can hear dudes saying, man, you tripping, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Same stuff with you. Same stuff like, I don't give a fuck. Do what you want to do. Whatever. And it was funny because she's doing all this stuff. You know, she FaceTimes to do it. I'm sitting here like, oh, so she was like, yeah, just, you know, I was like, all right, whatever, I'll play my roles, whatever. I am trying to smash it anyway, so, you know, have another drink or 2. So, it was to the point where, you know, I hear her, I was like, yo, you want anything else to drink? You know, I put that bass in my voice, though. So I was like, hey, you want anything else to drink? She was like, yeah, I'll take another drink. And I could hear him, where you at? She was like, don't worry about where I'm at. And it was kind of fun. It was fun and wild because he like, no, where you at? She's like, don't worry about where I'm at. He was like, I'm about to FaceTime you. So she's like, FaceTime me, I don't care. Now at this point, I'm like, whoa, yo. In my head, I'm like, yo, what you doing, bitch? What you doing? But also in my head, I was like, he FaceTiming. He don't know where I'm at because I live in an apartment. So all apartments have the same white walls, so you can't narrow that down. So I was like, oh, yeah, face, I don't give a fuck. So she leaning all over me. You know, she leaning all over me like, oh, no, don't worry about it. And I'm playing the role and whatnot, you know. And when I look back at it in hindsight, it was fun. Because at the same time, that same situationship also made somebody else at my job jealous. And I wasn't even trying to mess with that girl at my job because, again, she had kids. Don't have a crush, don't have a thing for me if you got kids. Don't have no kids, we can see what it do. That was the first time. Now the second time, well, I actually was a side nigga, was when I just got fresh out of a relationship, and I was bored. I was bored as hell, so I was on Tinder just swiping, you know, and, you know, matched. You know, I was like, oh shit, this never happens. So I matched, you know, me and this chick hooked up, and when we went out, hooked up, and she was married. And I was like, whoa. Now, I knew what I was getting into, okay? Do I condone that behavior of me messing with a married woman? No, I do. I mean, yeah, I do condone that behavior. But in hindsight, I look at like, she said she was going through a divorce. I was stressed out of a relationship. 2, it's Tinder. I'm not looking for a real relationship. Come on now, let's just do what we do. And she flat out told me, she was like, look, you know, I'm going through a divorce. You know, I'm not looking for nothing serious. You know, I just want someone just to have fun. And I'm like, oh, so, you know, I'm thinking, all right, so you just want someone to talk to, you know, get out the house with, you know, that's it. She was like, no, I want someone I can, you know, get out the house with and fuck. And I was like, oh, okay. She was like, but you got to play your role. And I was like, what? Play my role? To me. Because I ain't never been in a situation before. So she's telling me, like, you know, hey, you know, some days I won't be able to come over because, you know, my husband, you know, my soon-to-be ex-husband, you know, is home. You know, I stay with my mom and I stay with my parents now, but I got 2 kids. Again, I'm like, fuck. But she was like, oh, my kid. I'm like, oh, okay. She was like, oh, man, like I told her, like, I don't fuck with 1 kid. She's like, oh no, I just had their twins, you know. I'm like, oh, you just had them. You going through divorce? Well, damn, shit. And I was like, all right, they're young enough. Whatever. But she always made time. And it's like, it got to the point where she called, like, one day her dude hit me up on Facebook. Out the blue. And I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? He was like, hey, man, I know you've been smashing my wife, this, that, and the third. You know, I'm not even tripping at you because that's me and her problem. You ain't know. She's been telling everybody that she's single, she divorced, and, you know, I just want to let you know that's mine. And I'm like, yeah, cool. Extend my hand, like, all right, yeah, cool. You came to me as a man to man. You came to me. You didn't sit there and try to do anything, any dumb shit. You came to me. It was like, hey, you know, that's mine. I'm not coming at you. She did this. I'm gonna talk to her directly. And I was like, all right, cool. You right. I'm gonna fall back. Do you think I fell back? No, you know, I ain't really fall back because, you know, she hit me up from another phone. She's like, yeah, he took my phone. You know, he broke it and whatnot. You know, and I really want to see you. Now, me, anybody who knows me knows I'm a sucker for a woman crying. You know, you cry and whatnot. I'm like, all right, you want to convince? So, you know, shit happened. I played my role. And that's why I'm saying the whole point of this video is to say, you know, the time when I played my role as a side dude, it would be that time. Because I literally was the one she'd hit up when she hanging out with her girls. When she was coming back from her girls, she'd hit me up. Boom. Or she'll text you like, don't call me, I'll call you or whatever. And I felt, and at the time, I knew like, damn, this is what it feels like to have a side chick. Wow. Crazy times in my early 20s, man. Crazy times in my early 20s. But hey, I hope you guys enjoyed my story time. I don't really do story times here that much, but I wanted to put a story time out. Try something new. You know, I wanted to try something different out the box. All right? So, if you like my story time, let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more story times from my crazy early 20 years, let me know in the comments before, because I got some stories to tell y'all about college, man. Because I stayed on college campus, and boy, can I tell y'all some stories. All right? Now, I know y'all probably saying, what am I looking at? But I'm watching ESPN because the playoffs is happening soon. I need my team to, you know, I need my team to get in. All right? We got a chance, but I need them to get in. All right? But for real, follow me on all platforms at Kicking It with JW. That's KICKINWITH. Hit up, subscribe to me. If you ain't with me already, subscribe. You know you want to. You know you want to hear this crazy stuff, all right? Also, make sure you check out Worlds Collide. I'm a little bit more tame over there. So, subscribe over there too as well. Enjoy the experience at kickingitwithjw.com. And you know the motto. I see y'all when I see y'all.